Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. And welcome to the In Wheel Time car talk show. Just ahead from Conroe, Texas, if we can get the Zoom to work this morning, the Woodlands High School Auto Enthusiasts Club, coffee and cars. Plus, we'll have an in-depth review of the 2024 Genesis GV60 Performance model. And I would like to welcome you to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks so much for joining us on this Saturday. Well, we've spent 2 hours working on recovering from the Houston Auto Show here in the studio. And unfortunately, Mr. Mars has not connected us with Zoom yet. I think that he's working on all of that.
There's a lot of weather in here.
What did you say?
There's a lot of weather in here.
There's a lot of weather.
It's very
There's
possible.
a lot of weather in here right now. It's sweaty weather.
We had to load in from the remote and get everything
set back
hunky-dory.
Hunky-dory. That's it. Mm-hmm. So at any rate, I did want to start off with, listen, I've got a whole stack of stories. Why don't we start off with the elephant in the room? Tesla is recalling 2.2 million vehicles, or nearly all of its electric vehicles in the United States, due to incorrect, are you standing by? Mm-hmm. Incorrect font sizes on warning lights. Are you kidding me?
It scares the heck out of me.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, it increases the risk of a crash. Really?
Can't read it.
This is more than 2.03 million vehicles Tesla recalled in the U.S. 2 months back. Its biggest ever such move at the time to install new safeguards in its autopilot advanced driver assistance system. Latest recall includes vehicles across Tesla's various models, including Model S, Model X, 2017 to 23 Model 3, Model Y, and 2024 Cybertruck vehicles. According to NHTSA. Have you seen a Cybertruck yet?
I have. As a matter of fact, this past week I saw one.
They can hear us.
I'm sorry. You're going to have. This is a show that.
You want me to actually act like I know what I'm doing?
Yeah. You have to show your underpants here. What is it? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying they can hear us now, and so.
But we can't hear them.
Well, I can't tell.
Well, I have them potted up over here, so they should be there, but I can't hear a thing.
Okay.
Okay,
so as long as you tell me they're potted up, I'm good.
All right.
I'll be back.
Okay, that's fine. So here's the Tesla news that I was also trying to tell you. The software update will increase the font size of the visual warning indicators for the brake, park, and anti-lock brake system. Okay, really?
Download.
Tesla has agreed to pay $1.5 million to settle a lawsuit filed by 25 California counties earlier this week, accusing the electric vehicle maker of mishandling hazardous waste at its facilities across the state of California. Really?
But yet
no wonder Elon is trying to get out of all of that and move everything to Texas. I'm sorry?
Did you hear that?
No. Now, would you stop interrupting me? You're messing up the flow here.
We got a flow going, man.
And Elon said Thursday the company will hold a shareholder vote to transfer its state of incorporation to Texas from Delaware.
He's itching.
Days after a judge invalidated his $56 billion pay package at the electric vehicle maker. On Tuesday, Delaware Judge Kathleen McCormick, it's with an A, Kathleen McCormick, called the 2018 share-based pay package the largest in corporate America, an unfathomable sum that was unfair to shareholders, and found it was negotiated by directors who appeared beholden to Musk.
Oh.
It's his company.
Yeah.
So butt out, lady. Musk's idea should he actually go through with the vote, is not without risk. Legal experts said Musk would almost certainly be sued by investors if he tried to move the state of incorporation to Texas, particularly if it was seen as a move to secure his pay package rather than obtain some benefit for Tesla.
Wouldn't they have a better investment by moving?
I don't know. I don't know all that legal hubbub stuff. Do you?
No.
I know nothing about any of that.
I may not even be legal.
Roughly a third of the people who plan to buy a vehicle within the next few years want dash cams in their next car, according to a study by Auto Pacific, an automotive marketing research and consulting firm. For auto enthusiasts, dash cams may be used to capture cool off-roading or racing moments, but for many everyday drivers, perceived safety is the major force behind the demand, according to Robbie DeGraff. I almost said dandruff. Robbie DeGraff with Auto Pacific. Videos from the cameras have become a social media staple. Of course they have. I love those, especially from Russia.
Yeah. Well, we've been busted by Russia.
We have?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We have. Yeah.
Stuff.
We've been busted by Russia because we played music that wasn't allowed to be played in Russia.
I'm ready to go to war.
I am too. Dashcam Lessons is a YouTube channel with upwards of 700,000 subscribers and more than 1,000 videos of crashes, road rage, bad drivers, and more perils on the road and beyond. One popular video, Best of Brake Check Gone Wrong, and Instant Karma 2019 has 31 million views. While insurers typically don't offer discounts for drivers using dash cams, providing evidence of fault in a crash through dash cams could help keep rates lower for those not responsible, according to the insurer. Okay. I'm done with all that.
Okay.
How are you doing over there, Mr. Mars? You need to put your headset on because we can't hear you without.
That I'm talking to you.
I don't have you on.
I can talk to him.
Mars, I have you turned on, but I can't hear you.
That's because I was trying to be nice and turn myself off. Because sometimes I turn myself on, and
I don't want to hear that.
That's
another story for another day.
So, Andrew, Mr. Rogers, and his team is here, and I can talk to him here, but we can't talk to him there.
Huh? Imagine that. Well, I really don't have any answer for you because I don't know. I don't know why you can't.
Can you unpot him and maybe pot him back up if we got a bad connection or something?
Do we have to do this on the air?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you ask.
I did. So there it is. I don't have anything there. So that's going to really screw the pooch this morning because we have a whole lineup of guests and we can't get them on the air.
We can hear you.
Oh my God! I heard you just
Hello.
then. Huh? What?
We can hear you guys now.
What happened?
I don't know. We saw it said that you guys were connecting to the audio, and so that's.
I know what it is. It's the ON-OFF switch.
OFF switch. Did you mess with something over there, Mars? He doesn't know. He has no clue. We've set this whole thing up, and we spent 2 hours in here this morning unpacking from the auto show from last week. And the only thing that we didn't do was check this out before we went on the air. So our apologies.
Well, we didn't do anything with it, so anyway.
Well, somebody did something, and it's his computer. He did it. So just blame it on him.
Yes.
Good morning, fellas.
Yeah, so let's move on. Andrew Rogers, and there's a couple of other people there, too.
Yeah, these are a couple other officers from the Auto Club at the Woodlands High School. We got Clay Paez right here.
Clay? C-L-A-Y?
Yes, sir.
And who else?
CJ.
C.J. and Clay. Okay. And, Andrew, so tell me about, first of all, the Woodlands High School Auto Enthusiasts Club.
So we're a student interest club, not a class or anything at the school, but we meet after schools in my class or after school in my classroom and kind of hang out and share love of cars. We'll, sometimes we'll play little games and stuff. Sometimes these guys will present little lessons, on like how internal combustion works or like what different engine layouts in cars, kind of what that means for performance or whatever. And then occasionally we'll host cars and coffee events, sometimes at our school, all for the community. And then sometimes we'll host some big events for the whole area at the football stadium at our district.
Are you the auto teacher there?
No, I'm not. We don't have an auto teacher at the school. The district utilizes Conroe High School for the auto shop and auto body classes. I teach U.S. history. I just love cars.
So do you get together with the other schools to promote this, or to kind of get together and make it work?
We do. So we're at the Woodlands High School, but we've got connections at Grand Oaks High School, at Oak Ridge, at College Park, and at Conroe High School, and in Caney Creek as well. All the other high schools in the district come out and kind of help us out when the big meets and stuff. But we have students and friends and family and just community members from all over that come out to our events.
What is the running theme of the car makes that permeate high school students these days?
Question.
What's the car of choice?
I feel like that's a question for y'all to answer.
I think I can answer that.
I know.
We have a pretty diverse lineup of cars, but in our club, I'd say there's a lot of Subaru guys, Miata guys. I myself am one of them. We have some truck people. Definitely I'd say probably dominated by like the imports and like the Euro cars probably.
Yeah.
Here.
See, I would like to think that it would probably go by whatever high school you are, and I would think that the Woodlands High School would have a big collection of BMW guys.
Yeah, as I was thinking.
Busted. And I didn't know. I was just guessing.
So there's no 396 Chevelles.
No Chevelles.
No Chevelles.
No.
No. We've got one of my coworkers, one of the staff members here at the school, she dailies a 68 GTO with a 455.
Yeah.
See, that's more of our kind of stuff. However, I certainly have an appreciation for imports, Subaru, Miata, and all the trucks, of course. I mean, I got all of that. And I will tell you that we had our own collection of that sort of stuff back in our day.
Yep.
It was just different, mainly American-made cars.
Yep.
As far as imports were concerned, it was like, what in the world is that
And
thing?
it all depends on where you grew up, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got it. So let's just use your BMW as an example. What year is that?
So I have two BMW E36s. One of them is my dad's now because I have. It's just a different situation to go off of. But
Did you get in trouble? Was there trouble involved in that decision?
Some mechanical trouble.
Good answer.
Turbo didn't work, did it?
It worked too well.
It worked too well.
Yeah.
So, but I have a 95 325 IS. That's more of a track car. It's caged. It's got a lot of racing parts on it, really meant for the track. That's my dad's car now. And then I recently just picked up a 97 318 E36 hatch with a full M3 drivetrain swap and E36 M3 interior.
Did you do all the work?
No, so one of my good friends built that car way, way back in the day. So it's a full, everything is BMW in the car, so it's a really cool swap. But he had this car just sitting around, and he wasn't using it, so I asked him what he wanted for it, and now it's my new daily driver.
So he's saying way, way, way back in the day. What are you, 18, 19 years old? What is way, way back?
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay.
17. Uh-huh.
So way back would have been...
He built it in like 2009.
I got you. Where did you get the car bug, CJ?
Huh? CJ.
CJ.
Where did I get that from?
Yeah.
I passed down from my family.
Passed down from your family. I mean, like your dad was a car freak or what?
Yeah, so I grew up in my dad's 2002 Camaro, just on the highway. Yeah, and me and my dad started building a 72 C10, so it just helped get me into cars.
Gotcha. And so Clay, how about you? What got you into automotive?
Definitely my dad. My dad has been probably like the biggest influence. He's been a car guy like his whole life, growing up. My parents had a E36 hatch, ton of BMWs. My dad used to race professionally, so I was kind of born into cars and racing.
So is your circle of friends, both of you guys, circle of friends, are they from your high school? Or is it from like the community up there in the Woodlands?
I mean, it depends. There's mostly people from our school, honestly, just because.
We're such a big school.
Yeah, our school is really big. I think our graduating class is like 1109.
We're almost at 1,200.
Yeah,
1,200. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. Well, that was kind of like the way it was with me when I was in high school. It was a class of 1,000, and so. But with me and my friends, we knew people that were car people from other schools, and we did hang with them. But our little group, well, and it was little. There was probably about 6 guys from our high school and a couple of other guys from another high school that we met, I think, at the drag strip, to be honest with you. Do you guys ever do any drag racing? That I know it's all on the track.
Yeah,
Not
yet, but we've really been wanting to, like, all of us get out to the 8th mile and, have some fun, but we definitely should do that.
Well, you said you had a track car, so is that for a straight line racing, or you like the curve, the twisties?
It's for, like, road course,
Okay.
Like Circuit of the Americas, MSR Houston, autocross car, so.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so let me ask your mentor over there, Andrew Rogers, about putting together events. So you guys do coffee and cars. Is it every Saturday, every other Saturday, once a month? How did that come out for you?
So we really do try to make it as regular as possible, but because like we were saying earlier, because just the size of the school, there's frequently some extracurricular going on. There's SAT testing one morning, or there's band kids having extra practice, or cross country's running around, or there's always something going on. So sometimes it's hard for us to kind of plan a regular thing. So I can't say that we do it's the first Saturday of every month or whatever. So it doesn't work out like that. Typically we do one about every 2 months because that's kind of what works out for us. We've got plenty of and stuff. But as far as the actual planning of the event, these guys make my job really easy. I make sure that we've got the parking lot open on a particular morning. I put in the order for coffee and donuts, and then these guys get the word out. They design the flyers. They run the parking lot on the day. Getting everybody backed in at that correct angle. And it's really the kids. Honestly, they do fantastic.
Typically, how many cars do you show up?
At the usual meets that we have here at the school, I don't know, what would y'all say?
Like the peak usually at the school is like 150-ish.
Yeah.
But
dang,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Or something, it's like 50 to 100.
Right. If it's a morning like this morning, you get some of the diehards that come out. But yeah.
Well, let's not use this morning as an example because that's not very good. But so do you guys travel to other car shows? Let me ask you this: are you guys have any interest at all in things like Autorama?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go to Autorama.
Yeah. Did you guys go to Autorama this year?
I've been with my dad when I was little, and he's pushed me around there with a stroller. But
we do that to Mike now.
We do that to Mike Mars. Yeah, we push him around the stroller, put a helmet on him, and away we go. I was going to say, we typically go to other people's car shows. We don't have one of our. This is our car show,
Right?
But like for instance, tomorrow the weather's supposed to be nice, and I'm thinking about going out there and washing my car and taking it over to a thing called Chrome and Coffee, and it's at the Avalon Diner out here near Sugarland, between Sugarland and Missouri City, and so that would be a real road trip for you guys. It'd take you an hour to get down here. Do you guys do that sort of thing?
We do occasionally. Sometimes it's less of like a club trip and just like hey, some of us are going to this show.
Yeah.
I like, because we're on the north side. So like one of the ones that I like to go to a lot is the Cypress Cars and Coffee. It's usually, it's got a good crowd. It's got a real nice spread of some JDM cars, some exotics, and some muscle cars and stuff. But there's a handful of meets that are up and around this area too.
Yeah, I know a lot of times our shows are usually like early-ish. So sometimes when was that? Where we will carpool or drive over to another meet, like after ours, like going to someone else's car show.
Yeah, make a whole day of it.
Yeah.
We'll end our event at 11 o'clock or so, and then there's another one that started up at 10. So we'll drive a couple miles across town and go support another group too.
Cross town, yeah. Well, that's hardly cross town. Cypress is not that far away from you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, if you came down here to one of these shows, then it would be across. But that's kind of the fun part of it is the road trip,
yeah.
And everybody getting on, in a big line. Matter of fact, we're going to be on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Yes.
And that starts in Victoria, so we go down there on Thursday evening, and then the actual tour itself starts on Friday morning. And then we travel all day, and we wind up there at New Braunfels. And then from New Braunfels, we go to Fredericksburg. And it's a real honest-to-goodness road trip with a bunch of mainly old people. But
Old cars,
yeah,
you should say.
And that, too. But we do manage to, act like children, younger than you many times, as you can well imagine. So there's that.
And later on in the show, we're going to have the folks for Hot Rod Tour Texas on. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, and you might want to join in.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So, all you got to do is just open that wallet and buy a ticket and get on the Hot Rod Tour with us.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We fit right in with the E36.
Yeah.
Actually, you'd be surprised. There
Yeah.
are some late model cars in there, or later model cars, other than just classic hot rods. There are a lot of. You guys would really appreciate it, I think. We'd love to take guys like yourself on the tour with us, just to get your reaction,
Yeah.
because we don't have a lot of young guys or gals that go with us. It's mainly, older adults.
Yeah, and it's a lot of networking. Immerse yourself into the car club scene. Like my wife and I are going to be joining up with the tour, and she's got a 2024 F Sport Lexus. So that's her hot rod.
That's her hot rod. But Jeff drives
A Cadillac.
a Cadillac SRX.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey Jeff, we could put some wide whites on it,
Tub it out.
and we could get on the tour with that.
Chrome spokes.
Some chrome spokes.
I've got them on order.
Yeah, on order. Okay, so when is your next event?
We have an event coming up on the 17th, February 17th. Yeah, if you want to, I don't know if you can see our flyer here.
Oh, very good.
Hey, shoot us an email with that flyer, will you?
Absolutely.
So where is it going to be?
It'll be up here at the Woodlands High School, 6101 Research Forest Drive in the Woodlands, 8 to 11. Roll in for show cars. It's going to be about 7:30 or so. We'll have the lot set up for them. Come and go, typical cars and coffee. It's very chilled out. And then we provide coffee and donuts, first come, first serve, for anybody who wants to come out to that. It's a great time. We, like I said, the kids set it up. They do a fantastic job, and try to spread the word throughout the community to kind of get our name out there and stuff. And then we actually just set a date for our huge district-wide event for this semester, which will be April 20th, Saturday, April 20th. We had at our last one in October. How many cars did we have in the last one?
The district?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 300.
It's
Wow.
Something between 250 and 300 cars. At our we held that one at the Woodforce Bank football stadium in the Woodlands, and it was phenomenal.
That's the one right off of 45, isn't it?
Yeah.
How fun! We would love to come up there and check it out. But it's a little bit more difficult for us doing a car show every Saturday morning from 8 to 11. So, sometimes every once in a while we'll have a Sunday show that we go to. I mean, I want to see the kids' cars. That's what I want to see.
Well, if you guys are able to make it out ever, let us know. These kids have some awesome cars. They've got some really eclectic tastes, which is really cool.
So I'm thinking maybe we could do a spaghetti dinner kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just saying. I just thought of that for some reason.
Yeah.
So we can raise some money for band camp this summer.
I'm in. The car camp. Let's all go
That's
to
it.
car camp.
So do you bring a U.S. history lesson with you to these events?
Typically not to the events, although whenever possible, I do work car stuff into my U.S. history stuff.
Yeah.
We just finished my unit on the 1950s, and so I spent a good amount of time talking about Ford's lifeguard design and the classic commercial with the woman who's talking about two fine Fords, and different stylings and things, and
Don Armstrong.
There you go.
You talk about Don.
It's a lot of fun. The kids get a kick out of it.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and it's great talking to you guys. Sorry about the delay this morning, because I was really looking forward to right off the top of the hour talking to the high school gang up there, and it's great to talk to you guys. And Clay and CJ, thank you very much.
You bet.
And Andrew, it's great to talk to you as well. And let's stay in touch. Yeah, you guys have a special event anytime. Call us, and we'll get you on the air and talk about it.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll be in touch. Like I said, our this event will be February 17th, and we've got our big banger on April 20th.
Very good. All right. Well, again, great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks,
for
guys.
having us.
You bet.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Cool.
Well, that was fun, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Mr. Mars, we just gabbed ourselves right into a commercial break.
Oh, let me get this out.
So
then.
you thought that you were going to have a review of the 2024 Genesis GV60
I prepped them.
performance?
Yeah.
And, well, that's just not going to happen, okay?
That's fine. I
But
got
we're
some
gonna-
events too for later. We get to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I will reschedule that for a better time. So we still don't have any clue what happened at the beginning of the...
I think it's weather. I think it's weather related.
That's what it is.
And we'll get you a review about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
Very
All right.
good.
All right. I'd like to remind everybody that this program is available 24/7 on iHeartRadio. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. And you can get your 30-minute podcast from your favorite podcast provider all throughout the week. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. The original group of Lupi Tortilla Restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Lupi Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupi Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupi Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupi Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupi's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupi Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Lupi Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupi Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In Wheel Time and the original Lupi Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.